What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to episode number 45 of my WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. And we are here for another edition of Monday Night Raw. The road to the Survivor Series pay-per-view is fully underway. And this is the man last week who failed to once again become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series. But Rusev, he's set to go one-on-one with the world's largest athlete and the man who cost him the King of the Ring tournament. He's going one-on-one with the Big Show in just a few moments here on Monday Night Raw. But of course, more news, more breaking news as we begin this broadcast. Last week, it was revealed that there would be a 5-on-5 elimination Survivor Series tag team matchup. Team Ambrose versus Team Rollins. And now we can officially confirm Seth Rollins has revealed that for his team, Seth Rollins has chosen Blake, Murphy, The Big Show, and he also requested to Paul Heyman that the fourth and final member of his team be a mystery man. We don't know who it is, but surely Seth Rollins has got yet another trick up his sleeve. As for Team Ambrose, it has been revealed, yes, Batista will in fact be a part of Team Ambrose. Along with Batista, we will also see Sami Zayn, Rusev, and Rob Van Dam. So let's break it down here. Team Ambrose, you got Dean Ambrose himself, the team captain, Rusev, Rob Van Dam, Batista, and Sami Zayn. That rounds out the 5 of Team Ambrose. Seth Rollins, Wesley Blake, Buddy Murphy, Big Show, and that 5th mystery man. That is Survivor Series. That is the traditional elimination tag team matchup, and it is going to be, for sure, it's going to be a hell of a classic, and it is going to be, I don't know what to expect. To try to throw that many combustible elements in the ring at the same time with so much animosity between just about everybody involved in that matchup. It's going to be something, alright. If you can even call it a match, we'll have to see how things play out. But, anyways, we've got this matchup right now. Big Show and Rusev just kind of staring each other down at this point. Neither man really, they're almost scared to really take the next shot. As Big Show, you gotta be kidding me. Is he looking for a chokeslam already? Rusev back to his feet. And the Big Show has him up on his shoulders looking for a power slam. And from that height, that's almost like falling off of a 7-story building for Rusev. Big Show, of course, at King of the Ring, he chokeslammed Rusev through an announce table as the referee was distracted. And that helped Seth Rollins get the victory and advance in the King of the Ring tournament. But even after all of that, Seth Rollins was thwarted in the final round, thanks to Dean Ambrose and Darren Young. And Titus O'Neil, of course. Titus O'Neil, the man who put the final nail in the coffin. But right now, Rusev, he's looking to get his revenge against the Big Show. And once again, as always, the war cry of Rusev. And that means bad news for whoever's in the ring across from him. Big Show gets slammed down by Rusev. And you want to talk about Team Ambrose. So many diverse elements being incorporated into that team. You have the high-flying and as well as that, the veteran abilities of Rob Van Dam. And you want to talk about veteran abilities, not so much in the WWE, but in terms of wrestling, Sami Zayn. He really is a wild card. He's got the explosiveness. He can utilize submissions, high-flying offense. I mean, Sami Zayn, you just got to watch out for that guy. Rusev, he brings explosiveness. He brings power. And as well as that, this is a man who has just been ever so close to becoming the #1 contender for the World Championship. I mean, if he's not #1, he's definitely next in line. And you see right now the way he is just manhandling the Big Show, tossing him around like he's made of paper. Talk about a display of power. Alabama Slammer. And that could have knocked the Big Show out cold. Hook of the leg. 2. No. And one thing that Team Ambrose, every single member of that team, shares in common, it is some sort of history or some sort of beef with Seth Rollins. Batista, he's never competed against Seth Rollins. However, he's seen Seth Rollins rise to the top and he's disgusted with it. But that alone is enough to give Batista enough hatred to want to go out there and tear Seth Rollins apart. Rusev dropped down to the bottom turnbuckle, and now Big Show just grinding that boot into the face of Rusev. Big Show picking Rusev up to his feet, just grabbing him by the face. You want to talk about manhandling? The fact that Big Show's been manhandled in this matchup, it's a very rare sight to see, but another rare sight is to see Rusev getting manhandled like this. And now Big Show, now he's looking for the choke slam. He's calling for Rusev to get up to his feet. Rusev, he's out of it right now. And look at Big Show choke slam. Rusev, after that grueling match with Christian last week, has to still feeling the effects. 2, 3, no! Rusev just kicked out of the choke slam and Big Show can't believe it. Rusev has to still feel the effects of the match with Christian last week, and even before that, the match with Seth Rollins at Battleground. But even so, he still has enough fight left in him to kick out of the choke slam. And now Big Show almost just seems to be mocking the crowd, saying he's going to do it again. He's going to choke slam Rusev again. Rusev, I don't think he knows where he is right now. He's trying to push himself back to his feet. Now wait, Rusev maybe just playing possum. Big Show backed into the corner. But no, Big Show counters. There's a shot right to the gut of Rusev. And that might have just set Rusev up for a very dangerous Oh no! From the second rope, choke slam again from Big Show. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Big Show gets the victory over Rusev tonight to kick off Monday Night Raw after not 1, but 2 choke slams. Give credit to Rusev's resiliency. He did kick out of the choke slam, but unfortunately he didn't have enough left in the tank to mount enough offense to put Big Show away. And as a result, Big Show's victorious. The WWE fans are disgusting creatures. You're all entitled, ignorant, disrespectful hypocrites with no confidence whatsoever. You sit behind a screen and talk like you own the world, but in reality, you're less significant than a piece of dirt. At least dirt has a reason to be there. But what does the WWE Universe even do? You control the fate of this company? You control who becomes successful and who doesn't? If that was true, John Cena would have found a different profession, and Zack Ryder would be the WWE Champion right now. But that's not the case. In reality, the WWE Universe serves no purpose. Even when you hate the current product, you still watch anyway. You boo John Cena and cheer Zack Ryder until your voice breaks, but nothing changes. The status quo remains the same whether you love it or you hate it. But that's not even the worst of it. The most disgusting part about the mass of mouth breathers and keyboard warriors is that they're blind to their own hypocrisy. You complain when your favorite stars get buried, but when one of your own does it, you support them. That, in essence, is the United States Championship Open Challenge. Cesaro squashed countless WWE superstars and legends, even some incoming talent, but he was cheered for it. Cesaro was doing the very thing that you hated, and yet you loved it. You love the predictable unpredictability of the Open Challenge. And since I have nothing to prove to anybody, I'm ending it. The Open Challenge is dead. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw here, and as we just heard from Baron Corbin, the Open Challenge is dead. No more Open Challenges for the United States Championship on Monday Night Raw. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. That was really Cesaro's thing, though, I suppose. Anyways, so we see the Tag Team Champs pick up a victory, Cesaro a singles victory, Ryback gets a singles victory over Zack Ryder. We're going to be seeing the new United States Champion, the man we just heard from moments ago, Baron Corbin, competing against Fandango up next. And of course, the main event, the Viper, Randy Orton, going one-on-one with the Animal, Batista. That should be a stellar main event. But of course, we've got this matchup to take care of. First, Baron Corbin, the man who won the United States Championship in his debut at Battleground by defeating Cesaro and Samoa Joe in a triple threat matchup. One thing I've mentioned when it comes to Baron Corbin, one thing you look at him, you see the size. You expect, you know, he's a former football player, so you would expect him to be sort of kind of a one-trick pony. He's just all power, no brains, no speed, no explosiveness, no nothing. No, that's not the case. Not at all. When you're going up against Baron Corbin, you have to be incredibly careful. You have to wrestle a near perfect match when you're going against this guy, because if you make one mistake, he will catch you with that end of days, and that's lights out. It's over. Game, set, match. That's what happened to Cesaro at Battleground. He just slipped up for one moment, and that one moment gave Baron Corbin the opening he needed to become the new United States Champion. Well, as you see right here, Fandango tried to rush at Corbin out of the gate, but he nearly got his head taken off. And now Baron Corbin whips him off the ropes, and there we go! He calls that the Deep Six. And Baron Corbin might not even need the end of days. Well, it looks like he's going to go for it anyway. Just to add insult to injury, end of days. Baron Corbin hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. This is over. Baron Corbin, in a matter of seconds, he puts away Fandango here tonight. And when Baron Corbin burst onto the scene down in NXT, that's what he was famous for, defeating opponents in less than a minute. Sometimes in less than 30 seconds. And perhaps that is the fate that awaits the Raw roster now that Baron Corbin is the United States Champion. One thing's for sure, Cesaro, he's got his work cut out for him if he wants to recapture his United States Championship from the Lone Wolf. But now we move on to the main event here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is the former #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, the man who was defeated by Ryback at Battleground. It is Randy Orton as he looks to bounce back from that loss. We saw on main event he did score a victory over Zack Ryder in a very close call as well. Zack Ryder really had Orton on the brink of defeat. Randy Orton, perhaps he's starting to lose it. He's spent this entire year trying to get back to the World Heavyweight Championship. He's been trying to get back to the top where he feels he belongs. But unfortunately for Randy Orton, his opponent was Ryback, and that is just a man that Randy cannot defeat. It's almost very similar to the Christian Dolph Ziggler situation, where Christian, he would just face Dolph Ziggler over and over again, but no matter how hard he tried, he just could not defeat the show-off. And that is very much the case when it comes to Randy Orton and Ryback. Well, tonight, Randy Orton, he's not facing Ryback. He's facing the Animal, Batista. And one thing's for sure, Batista is not the World Heavyweight Champion. He could still be working with a little bit of ring rust. We saw in his matchup against Cesaro 2 weeks ago, he did not walk out with the victory. Although, you would say that Cesaro is one of the top superstars here on Monday Night Raw. The same goes for Randy Orton. So tonight, this is a matchup for Batista. Last week, he got his victory. He got his victory since returning to Monday Night Raw. 2 weeks ago, he proved that he can still hang with some of the best here in the WWE. But tonight, this matchup for Batista, the reason why he requested a match with one of the best on Monday Night Raw was so that Batista can prove to himself that not only can he just compete with some of the best today, but that he can beat some of the best today. And that's what he's looking to prove right now in this match with Randy Orton. If you're Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, basically anybody involved in that Survivor Series matchup, they're going to be closely glued to their screens in order to really scout out Batista. Or perhaps maybe they're hiding somewhere in the audience. That's definitely a possibility. When you throw your name out there like that you're going to be involved in this highly personal, highly intense matchup that's going to be taking place at Survivor Series, you really paint a target on your back. So there's always the possibility that somebody could run in and just assault you before the match, during the match, after the match. So you got to really keep eyes in the back of your head. And not only with that being the case, when you're facing Randy Orton in general, you have to keep eyes in the back of your head. I mean, because this man, Randy Orton, he can catch you from forwards, backwards, sideways, upside down, right side up. It really doesn't matter. Randy Orton, he gets you with that RKO, it's checkmate. Almost like a Baron Corbin, where you can wrestle a perfect match, or a near perfect match, but if you make one slip up, you're caught with an RKO, and it's done. You're done. Oh, a nice counter there by Orton. Batista was looking to maybe bash his face in, but Orton not having any of that as he lights Batista up with a knife-edge chop. And Randy a stomp right to the forehead of Batista. Randy Orton, one thing his style of matchup, it's very slow, vindictive, dissective. He will just pick you apart limb from limb. And Batista, one thing, oh wait, Batista, this is what he brings to the table, that power, where he can just outpower Randy Orton. Do not allow Randy to get you down on the mats. You want to keep it a very close quarters fight. Because if you give Randy Orton the opening, if you give him the space to attack, he'll use it. So Batista, he can't give Randy Orton that space. He's got to stay right on top of him the entire time. There's a nice reverse elbow to Orton. Batista picking Randy up to his feet. Look at this, an elbow right to the face. Very vicious assault from Batista. But Randy Orton with a European uppercut staggered the animal. And another European uppercut. Batista staggered against the ropes. Randy Orton, he's looking to capitalize on that. Oh, he hung him out to dry on that top rope. And now Randy looking to the crowd. Oh, and just north of the border, that one was. Randy Orton, he likes to dance that line between legal and disqualification. As now going to work on the arm, Randy Orton showing that arrogance of his. But the difference between Randy and most other superstars most other arrogant superstars is that Randy, he has the veteran instincts. He's not going to let that blind him, as opposed to some younger superstars. As Orton takes Batista down with a swinging neck breaker. Randy Orton, he's had his time of arrogance. He's had his time to grow and learn from that. And sure as hell, he's going to use it. As he drops the knee right across the skull of Batista. Randy Orton now picking Batista up to his feet. Perhaps looking to drag him over into the corner. He does just that. Randy Orton clobbering away on Batista. Now delivers a knee to the gut. Batista dropped to the mat. Randy looking to take a risk from the second rope. Here we go. He drops the elbow across the face And now the forearm across the face. 1, 2. No, a kick out by the animal. It's going to take more than a measly elbow drop to put Batista down for a 3 count. But nonetheless, not a bad idea by Randy Orton to force Batista to expend that energy to kick out. Now a knee to the lower back. And now Randy, he's going to that place, slowly stomping away on every exposed body part of Batista, and now right to the face, right between the eyes. And now Randy, he's calling for the RKO, just waiting for Batista to get up. Batista, though, he's out of it. Very slow to make it back to his feet. Randy, now just telling Batista to get up. Get up so I can finish you. And Batista, he's back to his feet. Randy, the RK, no! Batista counters the RKO. Randy whipped into the turnbuckle, and there's Batista, a spear in the corner. Batista has turned this match around 180 degrees. And here we go, Batista slams him down, a suplex power slam. And he hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, a kick out. Kick out by Orton. But nonetheless, Batista has turned the tables. And he, just like that, has 100% control in this matchup. Randy Orton dumped to the outside. Batista looking to take this to the outside, utilize the barricades, the ring post, whatever he has at his disposal. Although this environment might favor Randy Orton more. That is, if Randy Orton even knows where he is. Batista, oh, look at that, face first off the barricade. Randy Orton, I don't think he knows where he is. Definitely not after that. And now bouncing, shoulder first off that steel ring post. He's just lucky he didn't smack his head off that thing. That could give you a concussion for sure. Oh, but now Batista, he's sent headfirst into the ring post by Randy Orton. So Batista was not so fortunate to avoid the ring post. As now Randy throws him back into the ring. Vicious elbow right to the forehead. And now Randy, he's back in control yet again. Momentum shifting back and forth in this matchup. Randy Orton looking for a submission hold. That reverse Boston Crab. He's got it locked in. Batista, if he could just crawl to those ropes, but I don't know if he can really even move out of that position. Randy's got it locked in, but no, Batista able to pick the foot. And oh, a huge clothesline. Nearly took Randy Orton's head off. And now Batista. Batista, he knows he's got Randy Orton right where he wants him. Batista, what's he gonna do here? Got him up on his shoulders. But no, Randy counters. And an Impaler DDT. Beautiful reversal from the Viper. And now Batista's the one who's staggered. Randy. Oh, he's got him to the second rope. Randy Orton looking for some vintage offense with that DDT. And that one busted Batista wide open. You can see the blood pouring down his face. The shoulders are down. 1, 2. No! Batista kicks out at 2. Randy Orton thought that DDT might have done it. But no, it has not. Now Randy. Beautiful maneuver to take Batista down. Drive him into the canvas. Randy, what's he going to do now? Stomp to the leg. Just continuing to pick Batista apart limb from limb. Now maybe looking to go after the arm. Right to the elbow. He stomped right there. Rough stuff from Randy Orton. Now what's he gonna do? Well, it doesn't matter. Batista counters. Now it's a matter of what's Batista gonna do next. Stomping away right into the chest. Stomping a mud hole in Randy Orton. And now Batista. Just calling for Orton to make it back to his feet. Batista looking to set him up for a spear. The spear from the animal might have just broken Orton and smack dab in half. And now Batista, he's got the beast bite locked in. The jaws of the animal. Randy Orton might be forced to tap out. He's so close to those ropes, but he doesn't have an arm to reach out. Batista, though, breaks the hold. He didn't think that was going to put Orton away, and now a two-handed choke slam. Now Batista the cover. Hook of the leg. 2. No. Randy Orton kicks out at 2. Batista arguing with the referee, but he shouldn't be wasting that time. He should be going right back on the attack, just like he's doing right now. Batista whipped into the turnbuckle. There's a body shot. Another one. There's a shot to the face. And a hip toss there. Batista walking him dry. Crowd are on their feet. They're just waiting for something huge, something explosive to happen. Batista whips him off the ropes. Huge slam taking down Randy Orton. Batista picking Orton back to his feet, but no! Randy with a knee to the skull. Very resourceful counter by Orton, able to catch Batista off guard. And now what's Randy looking for? He's got him for that exploder suplex. Batista, though, counters and a hip toss. He's not going to let Randy Orton hit any more offense in this matchup. Batista, oh, look at this. Just kicking Randy right in the face. Well, there's a bit of arrogance from the animal. Batista just showing that, hey, I've got control of this matchup. Just letting Orton know. Just really shoving salt into the wound. And now Randy placed up on that top rope. This is not going to be good. It's never good when two superstars head to the top rope like this. But the question is, who's going to take more damage off of this superplex? Evidently it was Randy Orton. Batista hooks the leg now. 1, 2. No! A kick out again. Are you kidding me? Not only did the superplex not put Randy away, but Randy back up to his feet. Where is he getting this energy? This is pure adrenaline alone. Ducks the clothesline, and he takes him down with a power slam. Vintage combination by the Viper. And Randy Orton, he is unleashed right now. Takes Batista down with that slam, that high angle slam. And Randy Orton, this could just be his last gasp of adrenaline as he's got Batista up on that top rope. Maybe a superplex of his own? Could be in the works. Randy Orton, oh no. Usually from the second rope, this time the top! DDT! And that might be the finishing blow. The straw that breaks Batista's back. Randy, though, setting him up for the RKO, but again it's countered. Batista counter again. Now a kick to the gut. Here we go. Batista bomb on the way. He's got Orton up, but Orton able to slip out of it. But Batista, very nice, able to rebound and go back on the attack. A two-handed choke slam. Randy was able to slip out, but Batista, a nice recovery. Now Orton back to his feet. Batista, no! Randy, beautiful arm drag, utilizing Batista's own momentum against him. And now Randy, RKO! No, for the third time it's countered. Batista not getting hit with that RKO, and now it's double-A spine buster. And Batista, thumbs up, thumbs down. The Batista bomb could very well be on the way. And I don't know if Randy can counter this one. Batista's got him up. Plants him down with the Batista bomb. This matchup could very well be over in the next 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Batista. He's back in full force. The victory is his. He has defeated the Viper, his former Evolution tag team partner, Randy Orton. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one as we continue on the road to Survivor Series. So until then, until the next episode, whatever video I make, as always, keep on YouTubing.